I'm going to wait 2 more minutes. We're hoping that a few more people are going to turn out since we did the CTY call. So. I'm sorry?
I've been doing this since I started doing it, which was in January.
Started. We have a little business to take care of before we start the presentation, so hopefully a few more people will wander in. I'd like now to call the regular board meeting of the Village of Hainesville to order at 7:06 p.m. on Tuesday, August 23rd, 2011. If everybody will please rise and I'll lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Linda Soto.
Present.
Trustees Duranowski is absent. Priest. Duberstein. Here. Barrett. Daly.
Here.
And Watkins.
Here.
Okay, we do have a quorum. Trustee Duranowski called me earlier. He had a surprise visit. He's originally from out east in New Jersey, and his parents came into town. They'll be staying to join us for Hainesville Fest. So he is working diligently on the Hainesville Fest and making the arrangements, but we gave him the night off to have dinner with his family, so we'll excuse him from tonight. If I could have a motion, please, for tonight's agenda. Roll call.
Trustees Priest. Duberstein. Aye. Barrett. Daly. And Watkins.
Okay, at this time we'll take public comments. We do have a form in the back. We do have one. If there's anybody else wishing to make a comment, if you could please quick fill out a form and turn it into the clerk. At this time, we'd like to ask Amy Knudsen-Scrapp to step forward to the mic. And if you could just state your name and address again for the record, please.
My name is Amy Strack. I'm a resident of Hainesville, and I live at 156 Stillwater Drive. I'd like to speak, or actually ask, about the resolution of the bike path and its latest development. I was here 5 years ago, if you can believe it, in August of 2006, to be a part of the committee that actually helped spearhead that path. It ended where it ends now. It was intended to be completed in short order, of which it is not. So I would like to have it be addressed by this board.
Well, if I just want to announce to you, if you're done with your comments, we're happy to announce that a pre-construction meeting took place.
I know, yes, I heard something about
And if you saw that there's 2 pieces of equipment over in the wetland across the street.
Yes,
So they are beginning construction now.
yes.
There's been a slight snag, as there always is with construction, regarding a 9-quart gas line. It's not there at the wetland, it's further down by the corner. But I understand that our engineer is working with Lake County DOT, and that is being worked out. So it is full steam ahead for construction at this time.
This should have been completed many years ago,
I fully agree with you.
and it will be on this board. I know it was originally another board, but it will be on this board for it to be done.
I agree. This has been a headache, quite frankly. It has been very distressful because we have been told different answers by Lake County DOT. I was very frustrated, and at a prior board meeting said that if we did not get a construction start date, as we were promised by the end of July, that we would expect to have a rep from the Lake County DOT here at the board meeting to answer the public. So at that time, I was told that the bidding had been awarded, they hired a contractor, and a pre-construction meeting was set, and our engineer was present at that meeting, and he said that everything is moving forward.
Well, that's very promising, and it's very good. It's great to see equipment. I will note that when we were working with Lake County DOT and Avon Township earlier, back in 2006 and 2007, they were extraordinarily cooperative. And for them to have to come back and finish the job, I'm thrilled they're finally coming back. I'm thrilled that it's finally getting done. I'm sure for them it's a headache as well. It should have been done in the beginning. I'm hoping that when we were back then many years ago, I was hopeful that we would actually have what is your second sentence on of our webpage of Hainesville News, living in Hainesville, that that we continue to have a long tradition of commitment to the quality of life of this village. That would include walking paths, bike paths. We don't even have one fully completed here. I don't know what we're going to ever do with 120. I don't know what we're ever going to do with 134. It was my hope then, 5 years ago, that we would have a complete thought process going toward those needs of those roads as well. I don't know what your thoughts are toward those other roads, or those other areas. And those are state highways, I understand that. Or those
Yes, state and county highways, yes, correct. And in fact, Lake County DOT, we have their attention on Hainesville Road and Washington and 134, especially now that they're here finally present working in town again. It's very easy to get access to them. Route 120 is a different story. IDOT is very hard to communicate with. That being said, I will tell you, I got a confirmation. I am thrilled that our state senator is Susie Schmidt. I am meeting with Susie in her Lakeville office Tuesday morning next week to address several issues with her. One of them being Route 120, as far as traffic, bike paths, walking paths, everything that you mentioned. We also need to have a whole intersection improvement, quite frankly, at 120 and Hainesville Road. And that's going to be IDOT and Lake County DOT working cooperatively together.
I completely concur with that. Thank you.
So I hope to have more to report to you after that meeting with Susie. Obviously, Susie will be leaving soon, as all our state reps will, to go back to Springfield. So I am bringing her documentation and letters, drawings from our engineer, everything that we can to get the proper attention down in Springfield. And I think she'll do the job for us.
I will be thrilled to see those red diamonds go down.
Yes, I'm sure you will. I will too.
I
Yeah.
will, because to me, they've been a front all along. And they've been a front to this community and every time we walk.
It boggles my mind, but I mean, you can't talk about the past, it doesn't matter, but it boggles my mind
No,
that they
that
ever,
is our courage.
it boggles my mind that they ever stopped it there. I don't know why you would just stop it there. It just never sat right with me.
I agree. So, anyway, so thank you, I appreciate the time.
I'd like to share a thought with you. I know the board has been frustrated with the various roadblocks that have been put up from the owners of Walgreens not wanting to give up a sidewalk to the county. We may have money, we may not have money. We're going to do it, we'll do it, and we're going to do it later. And it's been out of our hands. Now, one positive thing that I want to say is that the county has allowed us, and it's been our public works, to start taking care of the grass, the land surrounding the bike path on both Hainesville and Washington. And that Jeff Gately, our public works supervisor, over his crew, cut that. Whereas the county was planning on cutting it because of their money crunch, maybe once or twice a season.
A year.
A year.
Yeah, a year.
We snowplow, we cut it, Jeff has cleared the saplings that don't belong there out of there. So we really have a commitment to try to make it as good as possible. And like you, we'll be real happy when it ends up down at the corner.
Yeah.
So we share your frustration.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what happened in the turn between possibly the village and Lake County and maybe DOT. At the time when we were first working with them, it was a very positive, I thought, relationship going forward. I mean, between Pat Anderson and Avon Township and Marty Bueller over at Lake County DOT, it seemed to be something that was going.
I don't think we still have a very positive relationship. They have had budget challenges, they have had major cuts made.
I imagine that had we gone through all along in the very beginning, it would have cost less.
Oh, it would have, you're absolutely right. It absolutely would. But and Avon Township is not involved in this part of the
No, they wouldn't have
project.
been, because they did the first
Right,
part. That
right.
was their.
So
when first
they're not
came.
involved, and of course, unfortunately, Pat Anderson is retired.
That's correct.
Yeah.
We've had the money set aside in our budget since I was brought on board. It's a priority, and it's just sitting there waiting for the okay to spend it.
Yeah, I may not have been, I have not been here at the recent board meetings, but I have been watching from the sidelines. I travel a lot. So you may not have seen my face, but I have been watching online. I've been looking at the minutes. So.
That's wonderful, and we thank you for doing that.
I'm sorry, Commissioner.
No, I just wanted you to realize that the delay was not on the village's part at all. It was, like Jerry said, the owner of the land at Walgreens gave us the runaround for months and months and months, and
There was an easement issue.
there were just a comedy of errors and whatever, but the village was never doing anything other than trying to proceed as quickly as the bureaucracy would let us.
Unfortunately, to the residents, until it's fixed, it still rests.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
So when it's done, you guys will ultimately then be the heroes of the stuff. So you're perfectly done.
Well, everybody will be safe. Our biggest fear is not to have an accident today, because we've been very lucky.
Well, that is the ultimate thing as well. I back up, and I think this is where it came from me in the very, very beginning. I back up to Hainesville Road. So there's the beginning of my story on this. This is why I was interviewed by the Daily Herald many years ago, was that I back up to Hainesville Road, and all the number of people that were walking along Hainesville Road when Walgreens first opened was my fear that someone was going to be hurt, someone was going to be killed. And it wasn't too long after that someone was killed north of us on Hainesville Road.
You're right. You're absolutely right. The other thing I've asked Lake County DOT to look at repeatedly, I mean, this goes back years ago, and I've asked, and now I think I finally got their attention again since we're looking at Hainesville Road. And this is not a popular subject with everyone, but I don't care. Public safety is the ultimate goal. It drives me crazy that the speed limit on Hainesville Road is 40, 30, 35, 30, between here and Rollins Road. That absolutely makes no sense. It's been that way for so long. The increase in population, all the new subdivisions, which usually changes speed limits everywhere,